sports. From Steve Slayton to Pat White to Pat McAfee, they love their Mountaineers in Morgantown. And in a place known for Yan Dogs and pepperoni rolls, probably some liquid refreshments, the Mountaineer faithful ready to go here in Morgantown. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So West Virginia's offense will have the first possession of the game. And as we watch this wide receiver come onto the field, when you have a dude like this, you find ways to get him the ball over and over again, no matter what the defense tries to take away.
Yeah, because the defense can't win. Whether you double team him, we're still...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And that's the first sack of the day, but I'll tell you what, this team's been doing it so far throughout the season. They're in the top 10 in sacks for a reason. They pin their ears back, and they get after quarterbacks.
Makes the catch. It's Ward. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on 3rd down.
He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Give to the running back. At midfield, he's got room. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Here on 2nd down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
They'll pass on the 46-yard field goal attempt and go for it here. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
Bounces it outside. It's Hayward. And they're finally able to get him on the ground at the 1.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. And he'll break the plane for a touchdown. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Boy, 3 and out last time, Davey. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Still on his feet at the 45. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The Mountaineers in the hurry-up.
First down, West Virginia.
The corners are walked up tight. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. He got it. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Oh, he's going to take a chance. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll go to the ground. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But, you know, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. That's still a successful play.
And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. What a turning point this could be. The offense is going for it inside its own 30. They'll run for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
First half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. And the Mountaineers have taken it inside the 20. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. It's good. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic that they get him on the ground at the 20. On first down, here comes this offense. Here comes the option. Quick toss. Got room at the 35. He's off to the races. Drills him with the stiff arm. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution.
For the offense.
Didn't take him long to get into the goal-to-go package. Here they are on first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass.
Coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. They've had a couple of productive drives, but they've had to settle for field goals in 2 of their 3 previous possessions, Jesse.
Yeah, this is an offense that takes a lot of pride in execution, and they feel like they should have scored a touchdown every single drive. So while it's been good, not great, David, just execute a little bit better, and they can put this one in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think you point that out. We went all the way down the field on 2 of our first 3 drives and got field goals. Now, just a little better execution when that field starts to shrink and it gets a little bit more difficult.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. They're trying to, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Great spot to start this drive for the offense. Goes to the option. Now the pitch. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn down.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win the...
And they're on him, and a heartbeat, and down he goes.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on second down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on. Be positive.
And they're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
He's looking for an open man on second down. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big One.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. The Mountaineers will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Wants to return it. Makes a move. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play call.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. The give to the left. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They'll go right back to him. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Complete on third down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's in for the touchdown. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Going up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Shelton. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. He tries to take the top off. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Then the short completion brings up second down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And the Mountaineers send out the punt unit. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. They've got time, they've got the lead, and, David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create sometimes.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. They need something that goes forward this time on second and long from the 14. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Mountaineers will kick it away to start the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Offense getting set for first down. On the option. Quarterback on the keeper. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Got stuffed on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Nice move to pick up yardage. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Off the RPO. Quick throw to the right. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Defenses throughout the week study every 3rd down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
Brown wants to pass. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Turns it on in midfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen. This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Put themselves in a bit of a bind with that last one. It's 2nd and 14. Looking down the middle. And is knocked away. An incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting him to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up the first down. We react to the short stuff, and obviously that's a quick, easy pass from the offense. Rally up, make the play, live to fight another down.
They didn't get a ton of yardage there, but they're really effective at using the back out of the backfield, and they do it to get the first down here. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
On the option. He'll toss it. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs. If you want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball, because it is a long way to the end zone. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They'll give it to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety. They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Now on the option. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Fullbacks, a.k.a. blocking backs, a.k.a. don't touch the football very often, and usually don't go far down the field, but a nice little chunk run here for the fullback. Give him the ball, reward the big fella.
Lining up to convert 3rd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
Right back to the well. Just destroying his way through the field. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a 1st down. This offense with a fresh set of downs. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. What tremendous vision to find the crease and explode through it. He's down to the 31. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short, coming defense trying to rise up. Brown will throw it. Got his man on the right. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
He's got it. Nice throw, great catch, easy glide into the end zone for the touchdown. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some 1st downs together, get some good mojo going.
And they can't make the connection.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been...
And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down. Short fields make successful offenses just what they want here. the option look. Running with power. He'll pitch it. He's in for the score. Touchdown. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Arizona is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Tucson, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 8 over Utah. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. First down here for the offense. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. With the catch, it's Shelton. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Caught close to the marker, it's Gallagher. Makes the tackle at the 27. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. And the Mountaineers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. He wants to throw it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas. And that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
QBs and wide receivers spend all offseason together throwing the football in there. I mean, really developing that chemistry and timing. Understanding, I get man coverage, I'm throwing this to you right now.
And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown and a little window dressing here at the end of the game. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. The offense set for a first down play. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Makes his man miss. And the defense drags him down. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Brown wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Now on second down. They'll run the option. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Fires into traffic, picked off. Touchdown, Mountaineers. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
And right down the middle. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over. They'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. He'll toss it. Nice move to keep moving. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll run the option. The pitch. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my all.
Gets it into the end zone for a touchdown. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, it looks like they're going to start this season 4-0, and you've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. But they've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question of it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Timeout called by the defense. 23 seconds left on the clock. So they'll try to make up some of that ground on 2nd down from the 16. He's looking to throw. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Defense gets the timeout called. 20 seconds left on the clock.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation.
They come up with their second safety of the game. You don't see that very often. So after giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20.
Return is tackled out of bounds.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them up?
A shot toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You've got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports.